Your skin needs a completely different strategy after 50. And most women are doing it wrong. If you feel like your skincare stopped working after you turned 50, it's not your imagination. After the age of 50 and beyond, your skin starts changing in subtle ways, and your routine needs to change as well. Starting in our 50s, our skin becomes thinner, drier, more sensitive, and more fragile. And some of the things you're doing right now may be making things worse without you even realizing it. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact change your skin needs now and what you might want to stop doing immediately. In September of 2024, a disastrous experiment with a red light therapy mask left my skin feeling saggy and lax, and I looked like I had aged 10 years overnight. Literally, my facial skin seemed to have just fallen forward. So there were a lot of lines around the mouth area. The nasolabial folds deepened and the skin seemed to fall forward and overlap. At that point, that was a wake-up call for me. I decided to rethink everything I was doing. I realized that my skin didn't need any more correction. What it needed was support. That's when I started focusing on barrier health, the health of your skin barrier, and I found a short list of products that shared that same approach. These products have become staples because they support, protect, and nurture my skin. When you enter your 50s, your subcutaneous fat layer begins to diminish. You'll also notice hormonal changes to your skin. By your 60s and beyond, your skin becomes thinner and more fragile, but also more expressive. Caring for your skin needs to shift towards comfort and nourishment and supporting vitality, rather than the correction of wrinkles and sagging and discoloration. So the first thing that I want to do today is talk about things to be cautious of. Things like anti-aging treatments and products that may have been great for us when we were in our 40s, but are likely to do more harm than good once we enter our 50s and beyond. I'm not telling you to stop doing X, Y, and Z. What I'm asking you to do is to think about some of the unintentional effects that these treatments and products may be having on your skin and on your health. So I was speaking before about the loss of subcutaneous fat in the skin, causing you to have a more chiseled appearance. But things like intense microneedling treatments, radiofrequency and laser treatments cause the fat below the surface of the skin to melt faster, leading to a loss of volume in your face. Aggressive physical or chemical exfoliation can be another problem, using harsh scrubs, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, or what could be even worse, something called actives stacking. This is overusing things like AHAs or BHAs, or using multiple actives together. This trashes your skin's protective barrier. This can lead to irritation, redness, sensitivity, sagging, and faster aging. Now, although retinoids can thicken the skin by helping to build collagen, more is not necessarily better. Overuse of high-strength retinoids can cause things like dryness, flakiness, and again, damage that skin barrier. So if you are an enthusiastic user of Retin-A, think about cutting back your frequency as your skin ages. Now, I know I'm going to get some pushback on this, so all I'm saying is just really take a good look at your skin, assess what's going on, and make sure that you're not causing more damage than you may have been aware of. Also, think carefully about those at-home anti-aging devices that are so popular right now, particularly with influencers online. Be careful. This is a lesson I've learned the hard way. And if you've been with this channel for a while, you may remember that I have featured several of these devices on the channel over the years. And I honestly can tell you that I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. I've turned down several this past year, and I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable with those devices or recommending those devices to you going forward. Devices like LED light therapy, microcurrent, RF dermaplaning, and lasers are being used by a lot of people in our age group because they promise amazing turn back the clock types of results. But they all come with potential side effects and advisories about who should and should not use them. For example, I checked a very popular at-home RF, that's radio frequency device, that has 14 different do not use advisories. These include if you have a pacemaker, arrhythmias, or any other heart condition, silicone implants, DVT, or any blood disorders. Do not use if you've experienced a migraine in the last 2 years, diabetes, AIDS, lupus, epilepsy, or if you've used any retinoids in the last 6 months. And this was just one product. But at least they had the advisories where you could find them on the website. I checked another product, a popular microcurrent device, and I couldn't find any advisories anywhere. So I did a little run around. I went and just Googled if there were any issues with this device, and finally I found the page on their website that lists the do not use. And it's pretty much the same as what I just read to you. So if you used any of these devices, stop right now, go to their website if you haven't already, and check to make sure that it's safe for you to continue using it. So I dumped the actives and the devices and started using products that support my skin. And you know what? It's firmer, it's tightened, it has more bounce to it, it feels thicker. It's returned to what I consider to be normal for my age, and I turned 70 last year. In fact, it's better than normal. And I'm talking about my face as well as the skin on my body. Earlier, I think at the beginning of the year, I talked to you about how my body was like the skin had gotten so dry and it was flaking off, and I had alligator skin and crepey skin on my arms and legs, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff has been corrected. So here's what I did. I switched to products that are designed to repair and protect the skin's barrier. Products that are hydrating and moisturizing. They are rich in nurturing oils and butters. I'm not using any products that are designed to correct. I'm using products that have only gentle plant compounds that are designed to soothe and nourish. Some of my favorite ingredients are tallow and shea butter, frankincense, immortelle, jojoba, and coconut oils. So let's talk about a few of them, starting with cleansers. This is from Living Libations. This is their best skin ever. I've talked about this in other videos. This comes in different formulations. It's an oil cleanser, and this is kind of the foundation for repairing and restructuring my skin. This particular formulation has immortelle and frankincense in it. I think I started with the sea buckthorn variety, but they have a lot of different varieties for whatever your needs may be, and I am loving this one. Particularly if I'm taking off makeup in the evening, I will definitely use this as part of my oil cleansing routine to break up that makeup and remove it from my skin. Once I've done that, I might do a second cleanse using something like this rose water cleanser from Bamboo Earth. Bamboo Earth I started using early last year, and this is one of the things that kind of, not motivate, that's not the right word, it encouraged me to continue down this path. This only has rose, obviously, a little glycerin for hydration, some tea tree oil. I can use this as a second cleanse. I also use it on those days when I don't wear any kind of foundation or makeup at all, just sunscreen. I will use that just to take off any dirt and sunscreen that may have accumulated during the day. And what I do is I put it on one of these little cotton bamboo pads that I get from Amazon. These are so great. Use them, wash them, reuse them, and you get a nice big jar of them that will last you the rest of your life. I love oil cleansing, but I know it's not for everyone. So I did want to give a shout out to a regular cream cleanser that also takes off your makeup. This is the Vegan Ceramide Extra Gentle Face Wash for barrier care. It has marshmallow in here along with lipids and calendula. This feels beautiful on the skin. It takes off all your makeup, and you would probably follow this up with a second cleanse using something like the Bamboo Earth or more of a cleansing type toner, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is from Pacifica, and this is very affordable. Those products use the anti-inflammatory and regenerative compound called frankincense, and you will hear more about that as I keep talking. Now, you don't want to neglect your body, and so right here I've got one of my favorite brands of body soap. This is from Osmia. For their philosophy and for the way that they formulate their products, I think they are just the best of the best when it comes to this type of care for your skin. You're going to want a soap that is gentle, that you can use on all of your body parts, even your more sensitive ones. And this Osmia soaps are uniquely formulated to be extremely moisturizing. It's like they've got oils and a cleansing surfactant combined with something gelatinous. It's hard to describe the way this feels on the skin. It's luxurious. If you use Osmia, if you've used these soaps and you love them, please down in the comments below help me out and describe how they feel on your skin, because it's really unique. It's different, I think, from any other soap that I've tried. Even your handmade soaps, something about the way they formulate these. I mean, just holding this body feels soft in my hand and smells divine. This one is one of their citrus formulations, and I've just started using this for the summer. So yes, you want to clean your body, but you don't want to strip the skin. So when it comes to a toner, I am all about hydrating toners. This is the beginning, the middle, and the end for me when it comes to hydration. This is the Bamboo Earth Helichrysum Hydration Mist. Helichrysum is another name for Immortelle, which has a lot of antioxidants in it. It benefits collagen production and elasticity. It just has hydrosols in here. There's no aloe, there's no glycerin, which are the things that I think of when I think about hydration. But it doesn't have those, and yet it's extremely, extremely hydrating and soothing. And as you can see, I'm almost out. I just ordered a new bottle and it was on sale. So I hope that they are not planning on discontinuing this, because I would be in my little bathroom lab making it myself. Hydrating toners are designed to restore the qualities of youthful skin. Bamboo Earth also makes this Rosemary, which is an apple cider vinegar toner that is designed to pH balance your skin, like overproduction of oil or pores, those kinds of things. But I will say that if you use oil cleansing, you're not going to have any issues with an overproduction of oil or enlarged pores or clogged pores or anything like that. Just saying. Last but certainly not least are going to be your moisturizers. So for my face, I will default to a balm, a BALM balm every single time. Bamboo Earth makes several. Right now I'm using this Plumping cream from Primally Pure, but if you look at it, you can see that it's much more of a balm texture than than a cream texture. And that, as you can see, just falls into the skin. I love the way that my skin feels when I use this in the morning. I'm sorry, when I use this at night, I love the way my skin feels in the morning. This cream, according to their website, it combines biocompatible animal fats and skin plumping plant oils. These deeply hydrate, smooth fine lines, and protect your barrier. You're going to get sick of me saying it, but every step that I do in my skincare routine now is designed to protect the barrier, protect and strengthen the barrier. This has frankincense. It also has bakuchiol, which is a natural retinol alternative that does not irritate your skin. And this I have been reaching for most, if not every night. Another thing that is relatively new over the last 3 months or so, I now use pure, cold-pressed, unrefined, virgin shea butter. This one is from Shea Terra, a lovely company that specializes in shea products. It's called Shea Nilotica, and this particular region where this shea comes from, the shea that is produced is creamier. It's not gritty like you might find in, say, Western African shea, unrefined shea. This is from Eastern Africa, by the way. And this, I use this a lot more than I thought I would. It has that shea fragrance. I don't mind it. It just smells like earth to me because there's no added fragrance here. I use this on my scars from my surgery. I have 2. I use it on elbows. I use it under my eyes in the evening. And I don't use an eye cream. If I want a cream or something under my eyes, I will just use a little bit of this. I can use this as a hair balm. I can use it on my lips. I use it sometimes if I'm feeling itchy anywhere. Like recently I had some sort of an itchy thing on my neck. I would just put this on and that would take care of it. Multiple uses. And you get a lot in these tins. I mean, these tins are not tins. These jars are not that expensive, and you do get a ton of product in here. So, feet. Oh, that's another place that is really good. And my fingers and hands, because I realize that the thinnest skin on my body now is on my hands, and it's because I really don't take care of them the way that I should. So I have been slathering on shea every single night, and making sure that at least at night, overnight, I get a good amount of moisture moisturization going on. The other thing that has become a repeat purchase for body care for me is this Almond Vanilla Body Butter from Primally Pure. I just got this because the body butters, which body butters are a big thing with me now. The one that I was using, Shea Radiance, this whipped body butter, which I love, absolutely love it, but I missed this. I was using this in the dead of winter and I used it up, switched to this because it's a little bit lighter, it's more whipped, and I missed it. So I bought another one, and as you can see, this is pretty much gone. So now I'm going to start using this again. This one uses a combination of tallow with coconut oil and shea. So it has a lovely texture. It just drops into the skin beautifully. And you're left with a really light, comforting scent from the almond vanilla. Not a heavy fragrance at all. And then the oil that has been doing the heavy lifting for me, bath oil, I've just been using this organic fractionated coconut oil. What's wonderful about this is if you get out of the shower and your skin is still wet, don't dry off. Put a few pumps of this in your hand and just rub it all over your body, and it just leaves you with this beautiful glow and soft skin, and it's so lightweight that by the time you dry off, it's absorbed, but that glow is still left behind. I'm gonna love doing this. I made my own bottle of body oil for the summer, and I used this combined with jojoba, and I gave it a test run the other day, and it's excellent. It's gorgeous, gorgeous oil. This is something that you'll find the osmia oils are also formulated in a similar way to do the same thing. What it does is when your skin is wet like that and you put an oil on like that, it locks in the moisture. It gives you a little bit of an occlusive barrier while sinking into the skin. So it's a win-win. And if you're someone who doesn't tolerate coconut oil, think about sweet almond oil, because I understand from Osmia's website that sweet almond oil has a similar effect in terms of spreading over the skin and then soaking in and locking in that hydration. I don't want to leave without talking about sunscreen. And so here's the sunscreen I used all last year. I took a break during the winter time and I'm starting up again now that the sun is out. And that's the Face and Body Sunscreen from Sky and Soul. This is a tallow-based sunscreen. It has jojoba. It's got lecithin and beeswax to give you that occlusive element to it. You can use this as a moisturizer. I did all last summer, and it's an SPF 50. That's my body and my face routine for the most part. These are the products that have been doing the heavy lifting for me, that have really, I feel, have made the difference in the quality of my skin. So for us ladies over 50, think support instead of correction. Think simple, nurturing ingredients. Maybe your skin doesn't need to be corrected. Maybe if left alone, your skin would naturally correct itself. If you give it the support it needs to regenerate, it can return to its healthiest self. Maybe it will strengthen, firm, hydrate, soften, and clear all on its own. Your aging skin may be thinner and more fragile, but in my experience, it's also very resilient. And that's where I'm going to leave you. So everyone, let me know your thoughts about skincare. I know you have a lot to say about what I said today, particularly your thoughts on devices and actives. And are you considering changing your whole approach to skincare to something that's more nurturing, supportive, rather than corrective? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything around here. All right, everyone, until I see you in my next video, I thank you again for watching all the way to the end. Thank you so much. And until I see you, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.